Alright, bet. So we're gonna start by recording the Figma. We're not gonna record the Figma, but we're gonna. I don't know why this file's I'm deleting. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. So the Figma. Um, it is 12:36 p.m. and yeah, I've decided I'm gonna grow my hair out again because I want the split ends again. And like I saw that one thumbnail. I like when I had like this, like that. And yeah, I like it when my hair was like that. So we're gonna go like that. Let's look at the hub and see if everybody's locked in or whatever. But like, yo, who's down for some closing role plays? Nah, I feel like now's not the right time yet. And then I just practice the Figma. It's gonna be B2C, and then we're gonna Juan texted me. He's like, "Gay little bro."
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything until I talk to somebody who's been through the program.
Okay, that's not a comment. Can I push in that a bit? Can you get into salary?
What do you mean?
Okay, because like you want more testimonials. At the end of the day, you want certainty, right?
Yeah.
How do I win?
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything until I talk to somebody who's been through the program.
Okay, that's not a comment. Can I push in that a bit? Can you get into salary?
What do you mean?
Okay, because like you want more testimonials. At the end of the day, you want certainty, right?
Yeah.
If I can guarantee that you got in here, you see success, you do it, right?
Of course, yeah.
Because I've shown you testimonials, like we've gone through that before. You got to be real to yourself in a situation like this. Like, is it more proof that you actually need, or are you just trying to outsource your certainty to someone else?
I'm not sure. I mean, I just wanna like know that we're being successful as well.
Right, and like the reason I'm pushing back is because we already went through that.
Yeah.
The guy who succeeds isn't the one who goes and reads all the testimonials. The guy who succeeds is the one who pushes through the uncertainty. Because that's all that you're feeling right now, whether you want to say it or not. Because if you knew you wouldn't fail if you got in, you would do it, right?
Of course, yeah.
Where is this uncertainty actually coming from at the deepest part of you?
I just wanna know that I go through this, like, you guys are gonna deliver, it's gonna work out for me.
Brother, you're a business owner. You didn't sign up for this life because you want certainty, right? If you do, I would say run the other way. There's going to be two types of people in a situation like this. It's going to be the people who jump in here and they don't attend any calls, they don't go through the course, they don't do anything like that, and they don't see success. And then there's going to be the other type of person who gets in here and guarantees it to themselves, and they go out there and they take action, they get where they want to go. The first person is always looking for someone else to take the responsibility. So if you come in here and you're saying, I'm not joining until I get certainty from someone else, I would say you should probably go look the other way. Because where does that mindset lead to is, I'm not going to take action on my goals because I don't have a guarantee. And if you're a business owner, where is that going to lead?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it's important to take that down on yourself.
Because that's all you got to do. Take yourself out of your shoes, because everything you've done up to this point has gotten you to right here, right now. Are you happy where you are?
Obviously not.
So that means that you have to start making decisions like who?
Like you said, like, you got all the.
Okay, do you really believe that, or are you just telling me?
No, I get what you mean.
Okay, so then can I ask you to do one thing?
Yeah.
Instead of telling me I need guarantees, I need to see testimonials, I want you to think to yourself, what would the person who's already achieved what you want do in a situation like this? Because you believe in yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you truly feel in the innermost, deepest part of your heart that we are the people that are going to get you where you want to go, assuming you put in the effort?
I think it's possible, yeah.
Possible is what? The right effort, right?
Yeah.
So what is the only thing that's missing?
Just doing it.
Yeah, but the longer you take to wait, the more the uncertainty is going to start to overcome you. So in a situation like this, what would the highest level version of yourself do? The one who's already achieved going and retiring his parents, and the one who's already achieved going and building the business that he wants to.
And just get it done.
So are you just going to get it done, or are you going to let your limitations and your uncertainty overcome you?
No, yeah, I'm tired of being here.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything until I talk to somebody who's been through the program.
Okay, that's not a comment. Can I push in that a bit? You get him salary?
What do you mean?
Okay, because like you want more testimonials. At the end of the day, you want certainty, right?
Yeah.
If I can guarantee that you got in here, you'd see comment.
Bro, I'm so fucking. I don't know what am I doing, bro. Fuck, I'm procrastinating. But we actually got these role plays in, bro. This be you too. Let me see. Is it?
Now stand back. I'm finna hydrate this thing.
Yo, this is definitely you, Disney. I'm called a homie, bro. Maybe we might do some role plays together or closing calls. This dude who wanna let me on scene, not scene, but deliver for 3 days. Like, what the fuck? Hell, nah, nigga. Told this dude I'm leaving him behind. Got slime out day ones, bro. They don't want it bad enough. All right, let's do B2B fitness. No, actually not fitness. Fuck fitness. Fitness is ass, bro. It's so nuanced, bro. Cause like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. That shit's fucking ass. I wouldn't ever do fitness, bro. Report 2 to 4 minutes. Start call. Hey, John, can you see me? Hear me okay, man? And then he's like, yeah, I can, okay. I'm like, okay, bet. Yeah, so how's your day been, man? Like, where you currently taking this call from? And then he's, whatever, like, oh, I'm in Pennsylvania or some shit. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I know you've been talking to my boy already, right? Just so... I know you've been talking to my boy John already, right? And then he's like, yeah, actually, he's been on the phone, all that good stuff. Yeah, so he kind of ran me through what you guys talked about. So the first part of this call is going to be super basic, just trying to figure out more about what your situation is, what you tried in the past, and then really look out for what you're looking out for, and what you're really looking out for a mentorship like this. So just kind of help me understand, I guess, like, what is it about Jake Ryan, like, specifically, like, why come to him? For some reason, there's a side thing that says, I have your application here. If you're ready to go, let's go ahead and dive into the call. The card is really about getting to know where you are right now in terms of your situation. Oh, this is like if you have their application, you want to read it out to them, if you have to. Getting to know where you are right now in your current situation. Understand what you want to accomplish. Find the best strategy to get you there. And most importantly, see if this is a good fit for you. Sounds good. And then you would go from there. Yes. Why couldn't specifically? Oh, because he's young, he's hustler, he's high ticket sales. I'm like, okay. So with Jake Ryan, like, how long have you been familiar with him? He's like, oh, not so long. I've been following for like, I think like a week now. I'm like, okay, yeah, man, cool. So walk me through like what really motivated you to book this call with the creator. Okay, this is like a side panel right there. The Allen Villa or whatever his last name is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I dropped out of high school, so I wouldn't know. That's not an excuse, because I dropped out like second semester, a senior year. That's pretty cooked. Fuck, I should have just stayed, bro. I don't know. No, homie texting. That's right, bro. I made a commitment last night that what you call it? So I was doing setting, right? This is being recorded on the YouTube channel too, because I'm recording. But so I was doing setting for a minute, and I made money, yeah, but it was going into my debt. So then I was kind of like, bro, like like I'm doing good, right? And I can, it's super slow. Like if you're doing setting, bro, it's like 2.5K a month. I was like, bro, it's fucking nothing, bro. And at the end of the day, you're really gonna just end up being a closer. That's a different skill set than what being a setter is. And then I was like, okay, I'll put this job on pause, or I'll just leave the job completely. I haven't left it completely because I guess that comfortability mindset, that scarcity mindset, where I'm like, oh, like I don't want to like fully commit yet. So I think I'm about to text the owner Phil, like, hey, bro, I think we're gonna part ways. So I'm gonna study closing, and then I'm gonna become a closer. But yeah, so right now I haven't been making money, bro. Honestly, I really haven't. But right now I'm looking at the Figma for closing, and I'm trying to practice it for I can really get good at closing and really dial in on that. Because, bro, I met a guy named Sakir. I literally have it recorded the day one compared to the day yesterday, bro. It took him 2 weeks to get good at closing, and then he landed a closing role, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, and then this dude was telling me, like, bro, like, I remember, bro, like, he has like a British accent. He's like from the UK, and he was like, bro, I remember like when I was talking to you, bro, like you were a professional, and like you were setting. And then I was like beginning. I was like completely new. Everything like came like 100%, like 100% force, bro. Like it really just like accelerated at a fast pace. It's literally on my YouTube channel too, if you guys want to know. If you want to know who to one, but yeah, no, it's the video called. It's called I Don't Know. That's the title. It's like 2 weeks ago. That's 17 views. But yeah, this dude.
I started like set when I was starting. Why is Jesse's all on the wall, but I don't even know where the guy is right now.
Dude, he like fucked off to Puerto Rico, which honestly I respect, bro. If I make 300 vans in 7 days, I'm fucking off to Puerto Rico too.
But yeah, that's random. But yeah, no. So that guy Takir, bro, that guy inspired me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Cause he's like in his little college dorm, and he's like, I think he's like 20. And Takira, I don't know if you're watching this or not, bro. But yeah, bro, you inspired me hella. So that's why I put the setting gig on a pause. And then my bad is going long voice message one, but yeah. But like he did it in 2 weeks, and then that made me realize, okay, I already have a lot of setting experience, and then I already have a lot of sales experience, and I've done closing tests before, just not the same way they do it in this sales academy. So I've realized the way I've been doing it, closing, right, the closing tests I've done before, like a couple months back with Driven Academy. I realized like when you drop the price in the beginning of the call, like, oh yeah, but John, like, let me actually pull up the script, bro. It's literally cooked, bro. So when you say, like, when you start off the call with like, hey man, how's the day? Hey John, happy Tuesday, man. How's the setup? Was it kind, courteous, respectful? And he's like, yeah, he was, yeah. Okay, cool, man. I guess good to hear. Where are you currently calling from? And then he's like, oh, like Pennsylvania or some shit, right? Like, okay, yeah. So that being said, John, my goal for this call is pretty much get you full clarity as to what the heck we do over here. I want to find a little bit more about you, find out some of your goals for 2025, see what you need in order to hit those goals, and if we can help you, and if it makes sense on both ends, we will get you enrolled into the whatever offer you're offering on, right? Does that sound good? And he's like, yeah, it sounds good. And I'm like, okay, bet. So I got one yes in. Well, most kind of like 2 yeses in. But I'm like, okay, yeah. So John, look, I had to mention it is important commitment. When you're starting off, what I'm about to say in the preface, right? It's super bad, bro. I know it gets the elephant out the room, but how do I say it? Bro, it's just a bad look. It shows you're very salesy, bro. That's what they were teaching in Driven Academy. It's like, oh, I do have to mention it is an important commitment. The results aren't going to happen overnight, and it is whatever investment it is, bro. You drop the price right there. Oh, it is a 5K investment. It is a 10K investment. 25K investment, right? Now it's 25K, which is insane. You're not getting shit out of that, bro. Let's be honest. It is a 25K investment, but there is a lot of value that comes into this. Now we are talking about creating a 1% income from anywhere around the world. Just not. Also, I'm going fast on purpose. I don't care about tonality right now because this is not how you preface, bro. It's the wrong way to do it. So now we are talking about creating a 1% income from anywhere around the world. Just not to waste any of our time though. Like I'm gonna need a yes or a no before we move forward. Now look, the money's least of my concern, and as well as yours, right? Because we got like 4, 5, 6 different ways we can actually handle that. I just want to find out and see if we can help you, and if I can get a yes or no at the end of this call. Yes, meaning you join the academy, we take you in, we mentor you up, and then we get you started, bro. But no, meaning we part ways as friends, and I can at least steer you to the right direction with the information I'm going to give you in this call. Sounds good? He's like, yeah, sounds good. And I'm like, okay, yeah, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself in a second here, but like what is your current understanding what high ticket sales even is? And he goes and like, okay, yeah, like I know high ticket sales, you sell packages, driven courses, not driven courses, but like courses, mentorships and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, so he looks like you have a solid foundation of what high ticket sales even is. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. I come from the lower middle class, and I go into my story, right, and then I go into fact finding discovery. But like enough about me, bro. Yeah, like what are you currently doing for yourself, bro? And like private, where that's private life, work, life, fitness, emotional, whatever. But yeah, and then you want to go after the questions. You want to go into test close. So like, let me ask you, like, John, if we're able to show you an exact step-by-step process to achieve your goals of making that 10K month, 20, 30K month, retiring your parents, really getting in that crib you always wanted to live in, or like whatever it is, bro, time freedom, whatever the fuck it is, right? And you would say that you pretty much go all in accomplishing that, and then he'd be like, yeah, I mean, I'll pretty much go all in, whatever. Okay, so that's already like a couple yeses in, and he's like, and nobody else has to be here in order for you to make this decision, right? And then he's like, no, my mom, no, nothing like that. It's like, okay, so here in a second, bro, I'll basically just show you what the next few weeks are going to look like. I'll break down exactly how it's going to work and show you how you'll be making 10 to 20, even 30K commissions. And then he's going to go, okay, but, he's excited because you're going to go in presentation. And then when you start your presentation, you're going to be like, at any point in my presentation, bro, if I lose you, let me know right away, all right? And then he's like, okay, yeah, just show you guys are friends, whatever. Yeah, so we have whatever the presentation is, bro, that's when you go in. Okay, let me back up real quick. I know it's through a lot of you. How does everything sound so far? And then he's like, oh, it sounds good. Like, hold on, text me. Honestly, bro, so much like life is trying not to make you rich, bro. Bro, actually. Bro, I was talking to ChatGPT last night, bro. Like, I know I'm going on a rant, but like, I was talking to ChatGPT last night, and then I was giving it all the details of my background, right? Like, lower middle class, whatever, LA. I'm learning sales. I'm 18 years old. What else? I have all the tools necessary, like the videos, the scripts, the Figmas, all that shit. And then I was basically telling it. I'm trying to lower my cussing because I'm not trying to cuss no more. But yeah, I was telling it everything. Like I have everything. I just like, what if I just like put in a role plays 8 hours a day for 2 weeks? How likely is it for me to get a closing role? And it said very likely. Like it's almost impossible not to get a closing role. I'm like, oh shit. Like now, oh my god, I gotta start cussing. But like, yeah. So it says the likelihood of me being like financially free is like 2 to 4 years, bro. If I invest in like Section 8 houses and whatnot, so I'm like, okay, well I'm just dial in, bro. Just gotta stop lacking. But yeah. I sent a voice message, but I think it's time to grind again. Bro, when is this Amazon package gonna come? Oh my gosh. I tasted weird. No one's gonna sound kind of retarded when I say this, but kind of like hot Cheetos. I don't know. That first little taste bud that hit. Oh shit, my eggs.
Sí, pues ahí luego hablamos.
Bro, we missed out.
Let's fucking do this, chat. I'm done messing around, bro. What the fuck? Stop cussing, bro. Dang. My G. But yeah, okay, so that was closing. I don't know why I didn't pause the video, bro. That was so dumb. I should have just paused it. But anyway, so that's how the closing driven, right? So like, let me back up real quick. I know I stirred a lot of you. So like, how does everything sound so far? Like, yeah, like, how does everything sound so far? Like, on a scale of 1 out of 10, like, do you feel like what we talked about so far? 1 being you want to murder me and send blank to jail, or like or 10 you're ready to get started, bro. And he's like, no, it gets a little laugh out of them. I don't know. And he's like, no, I'm just no, like a 10, bro. Honestly, yeah. So the reason why I'm telling you this, because the only difference between you and me is because the information we're currently operating on, right? And the information quite literally does change situations. I knew that I just didn't know something that the random guy in the Lambo did, so I needed to find out what I don't know. And the best way to do that is to find someone who knows, right? So I'm not going to take marriage advice from someone who's been, divorced 10 times, right? Like, maybe just get some insights, but realistically, you're not going to take marriage advice from that dude, because he probably has the worst advice, let's be honest. But yeah, have you seen or heard enough to make a decision? And like, yeah, or like, no. Like, yeah, so impulsive decisions may not even be the smartest decisions, but like, what is it that you need to think about? Like, how would you like to pay? What time are available for onboarding? I bet, bro. Looks like I'll be the first one to introduce you to Driven Academy. Let's go, baby. Yo. And then bank's gone. Like, I don't have the money. Yeah, okay, so like, I get it. $10,000 or like whatever investment it is, right? At the time, it was 10,000. Yeah, I get it. So 10K is a lot of money. It is a big investment for most people. Now, let me ask you, like, is it just the money that's holding you back, or is there something like that you're unsure about? And then he's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just a lot of money. I'm going through stuff. Like, payments tight. Like, money's tight. Like, yeah, we can figure out the finances, bro. That's the least of my concerns. Like, what I'm more focused on is actually getting you access to the academy, so that you can actually begin earning commissions when you get, pay off the academy. And does that make sense? And he's like, yeah, it does make sense. Like, okay, so as long as we can find something that's affordable for you, you'd be open to getting started today, correct? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so like, he's like, what's affordable? And I'm like, it means that you can afford it, bro. He's an objection handle. They do tell you that. Now, what amount would you be comfortable with putting down to get started today? And then he's like, oh, 2K. 2K, let's do 4K then, because that's what you're comfortable with. Let's do the uncomfortable, because that's going to lead to untraditional routes. No, but we'll do 2K, bro. And he's like, okay, bet. And then I have this approved. This is when you make the sale, whatever. So, okay, bro. So, I'm about to get this approved, but if I can secure your spot for you, like, you would be ready to move forward today, correct? And he's like, yeah, bro, like, okay, so I'm about to pull some strings, but just hold tight real quick. I'm gonna go talk to my, my higher ups, so my manager, or like some shit like that, and then, or like HR or some shit. Fuck, I don't know, bro. I have to. Then it says let's say you come back right after a couple minutes. You talk to the guys, right? You're like, okay, bro. So look, I've got good news and I got better news. Which one you want first? And then he's like, oh, like, give me the good news. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So the good news is we can actually accept $2,000 today. And the better news is we can actually I can actually be the first one to welcome you to blank academy. Let's go, yo, whatever. Need to think about it, got it, bro. But I'm here to work with the serious, not the curious, because the deal is not gonna stay the same tomorrow, bro. The students who take action on their first call usually have the best results in here. But man, oh man, bro, like, the best chances of success in this industry is doing it right now. Because I'm here for, I'm here if you got more questions or whatever, but, we'll answer them. Right now is about you taking action, bro. If you don't do it now, man, then you're probably never going to do it. Let's be real. Like, so it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. Why am I spacing out so much? But, like, you want to do it if it's up to you what do you want to do. If you don't want to do it, then, bro, like, it's not for everybody. It's why 99% of the world is not here, bro, unfortunately. But real recognizes real, bro. Like, when it's right in front of you. I've got you, bro. Like, but that was a bad one. Okay, but, like, recognize when real is in front of you, bro. Like, I got you. Like, but you gotta take action. You gotta believe in yourself. I'm not here for the law offer I'm giving you, bro. Like, I don't care about your money, but I know it works, so I care about people. So if you're serious and you're really gonna show up and take this thing for real, then let's get started today, bro. I believe in blank and the people within blank. But if you say you need to think about it, then that's cool, bro. If you're gonna be someone else with it's gonna be someone else with a higher price for you, regardless if you take action now or later. This is straight from Casey Cox's mouth, by the way. Words I meant. It's weird. But bro, like, you know how much college is compared to blank? Yeah, success loves speed, poverty loves procrastination, and the students who take action on the first call usually have the best results in here. And I would quite literally be doing you a disservice if I let kind of any of your own limiting beliefs stop you from taking action today. Or like, I would be doing you a disservice if I wasn't being politely persistent. Some shit like that, right? Success loves speed, poverty loves procrastination, and the students who take action on the first call have their best results in here. So I would be doing you a disservice, bro, if I wasn't being politely persistent. And then you go into like, yeah, bro, this is off script, by the way. This so far is all off script. So I'm just going like based on like what the script is saying, because this is like side stuff. This would honestly be a good Figma kind of. It's a different way of selling for sure. It's easier, way too easy, honestly. But you're gonna lose a lot of deals if you go about the call like this, because you're gonna get objections in the beginning, bro. Honestly, you really are. So yeah, bro, look, 10K is a lot, but wouldn't you say making 10K monthly for the rest of your life is a lot? I think it's from Albert or some shit. You know, anyone could say this, but like, I think he said this on the reel. That's why I put it here. But looking back, it's kind of stupid. Like, no shit, bro. Like, yeah, bro, 10K is a lot, but wouldn't you say making 10K monthly for the rest of your life is also a lot? Like, what? Nigga, what? I got so cousin. Yeah, bro. So look, you don't need time to make a decision. You need information to make a decision. I know I can help you, and I would be doing you a disservice if I let your own kind of limiting beliefs stop you from making you he's lifting up. You don't need time to make a decision. You need information to make a decision, and I know I can help you, and I would be doing you a disservice if I let any kind of your own limiting beliefs stop you from making this decision or taking action today. Right now is the best time to get as much information as possible, and time only creates uncertainty. That's all it does, bro. Like, if it's not something you want to do, it's not a good fit, that's cool. If you need more information, we can Google search, we can do whatever, but the truth is 99% of the world, you would say their name, John, right? John, wait for the perfect moment, and that moment never comes. So the odds of me being on the one on this call right now, saying I'm gonna work with you the whole time is slim to none. But whatever you want to believe in, bro, I know the universe doesn't make mistakes. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. You're on the call right here, right now, and I know there's only 3 things you would want to think about, right? Now, first thing is, what even work, right? Do you believe if you were surrounded by 4 or 5 different guys, you know, making 10, 20, even 30K monthly, bro, for the rest of the next year, that you could learn something and be held accountable? I was like, yeah, and like, okay, do you think that you could read a script and communicate and have success in this kind of industry if you had the right process and guidance? And he's like, yeah, I mean, I think so, yeah. Like, okay, look, bro, like, I already know the answer to that, bro. So we know it worked. The only way it wouldn't work is if you quit, but I don't think you're going to quit if you spend thousands of dollars and mess around. You probably take this thing pretty seriously, right? So the second thing is the timing, right? Like, why now? Why click the link now? How is the timing? Like, okay, yeah, when doing a practical, there is no try, there is no hope, there is no maybe. That needs to be taken out of your vocab, so the timing is perfect. But the third thing is the price. So could you justify investing 10K or whatever the price is, right? Whatever your offer is selling, for making even just the lowest amount, 5 to 10K monthly? He's like, yeah, I mean, I could justify, you know, making that, spending that investment to be able to make, you know, that for the rest of my life. It's like, okay, bet. So it's just the price. So look, college, and then you would go into, you know, the close. But like, here are some other words, right? Some phrases that I have saved up. College is like, here's a piece of paper. Good luck. We're like, which one of these offers would you like to, you know, would you like? If you were to ask me like, oh, like, what would I sell? Like, I mean, what would you like to sell? You know, would you like to sell fitness? Would you like to sell like marriage advice, coaching advice, whatever it is. Yeah, so this is other big words you can use. Not big words, but phrases you can use. This is a non-traditional action, which is going to lead to non-traditional results. My mother and father told me equals wisdom. When you say my mother and father told me, it shows wisdom. If you're a young guy and you're doing door-to-door or whatever it is, when you say my mom or my dad told me, my father or my mother once told me, like, it shows that it's wisdom. It's coming from a older person, not from, you know, you who are like in your teens or whatever. But yeah, security comes from the confidence of the faith you have in your own ability to go out into the world and create what you need for survival and more. Right? This is from Grant Cardone, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, the whole point of that phrase is to, like, could you make it back, essentially? Like, let's say you're thrown into a random place, or like, not like, you know, in a in the wilderness, but like let's say if you're thrown into a random place, right? Could you make it all back? Like obviously, you know, most people would say no, like I really couldn't, but like a lot of people would say they would. But yeah, security comes from the confidence of the faith you have in your own ability to go out into the world and create what you need for survival and more. So that's what it means. Like, it's kind of like what Andrew Tate says, right? Would you hate him or you love him, bro? Like, he literally made it all like so quick, bro. It's crazy. So he even says himself, like, if he had to do it all over again, right? No reputation, no nothing, and like, let's say different person, different situation, different cards to deal with, right? You can still make it all back. And that's the kind of like confidence and the faith you have in your own ability to go out to the real world you need to have. But that's where security comes from. Security does not come from a paycheck. It does not come from, you know, crypto assets or whatever. That's not where security comes from, though. And it's about, you know, the faith you have in your own ability to go out into the world and create what you need for survival more, right? So you need to be pristine in every single aspect of life, like whether that's sales, boxing, not boxing but fighting, all that good stuff. But yeah, so that's what essentially security comes from, bro. It doesn't come from a paycheck. It doesn't come from anything like that, or a job, or like, oh, I've been working here for 10 years, bro. I've had an uncle that he worked for like some restaurant for 10 years, and then he felt like kind of guilty because and no shade at him, right? Like all respect to him, you know, not like, you know, dissing him or anything, but my deal, bro, like he had a job for 10 years and he thought like he was you know, special or something, but like, you know, they just threw him away and then they just got another hire, bro. It's that simple. But yeah, it doesn't come from a job, it doesn't come from money or paycheck or anything like that. It comes from the ability, right? It comes from the confidence of the faith you have in your own ability to go out into the world and create for what you need for and create what you need for survival and more. Security comes from the confidence of the faith you have in your own ability to go out into the world and create what you need for survival and more. The reason why I'm like pushing this so much on you guys, like in this like part of the video, it's been going on for like at least 3 minutes now, or 5 minutes, I don't know. It's because it's so important that you know this, bro. Like, super important. But yeah. Anyways, so the next phrase is, when you pay more, we tend to move a little bit faster. Yeah, that's true. The more you earn, the more you learn. I guess that's true. Be kind and good energy. Do right. Fix amends with everyone in your life, right? So, if you have killed someone before, right? I'm not assuming you have, but you gotta make amends, bro. You gotta make things right. Maybe not like admit like to the government and shit, because like they're just gonna take you in jail and whatever. But like, I don't know, bro. I would just like straight up. What am I saying, bro? I don't know anything about the laws, but like, you know, do right and fix amends and everyone in your life, bro. Like, don't have like a, you know, target on you, bro. Like, seriously, don't. That's the worst feeling you can get, bro. But anyways, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If someone at McDonald's is living their worthy ideal, not for me though. So success, right? What it means, the progressive realization of a worthy ideal of someone, right? That's everyone has a different end goal, right? Like a worthy ideal. Let's say for me, I was thinking about this a lot. I don't even know what my worthy ideal is. I guess like being able to travel, whatever. Not necessarily travel, but like, I guess like a period of my time I'd like to live in a high rise, you know, also like a barn, maybe a house, or like not a barn, but like, you know, a house like in a wilderness, and then also a high rise, you know, because I like the city, bro, but like I also like the wilderness too. I don't know, it's hard, but yeah, what is a progressive realization of your worthy ideal, right? So like someone else could be working at McDonald's, probably not in this area of, you know, this time period, because everything's screwed, bro. With if you're working McDonald's in the 1990s, right? Like, let's say you're living your worthy ideal, bro. Like, you really are. Like, let's say you're working at McDonald's, you're getting paycheck, and then you're just like eating pizza, playing video games, whatever. Video games. The video games did exist at the time, and then you're just like chilling. You know, you're watching TV, you're chilling. And then that's your progressive realization of your worthy ideal. That's where you want to be in life, right? You're satisfied with the way things are, and you love your life, right? And you got your own little house, whatever. That's your progressive realization of your own worthy ideal. My worthy ideal, like I said, probably in a high-rise building, grinding it up for the rest of my life. Right? But yeah, I still don't know, bro. I wouldn't know. So the avoidance of money is just as psychotic as being attached to money. Rich Dad, Dad Mike's dad. Emotions are what make us human. The word emotion stands for energy in motion. Be truthful about your emotions and use your mind and emotions in your favor and not against yourself. A man and a woman, a man/woman/organization will only make as much money as they think or make as they need to make or think they deserve. Do not preach something you yourself don't do. So if you say like, oh bro, don't goon, like you better not goon, bro. But yeah, so last one, wife objection. I need to talk to the wife. Yeah, bro, totally understand. Like, wanting to include your wife shows how much you actually value your relationship, and I can respect that. Does she know you're on this call? And then he's like, no, yeah, she actually doesn't know. Okay, so besides talking to your wife, like, do you believe, like, this could actually help you and your family correct? And then he tells me, yeah, I mean, you know, what everything's told me, you know, I seriously think it could, you know, get me. Okay, so how long you guys been together? It's like, oh, like 2 years, like a year, 6 months, or like 4 years, whatever it is. All right, that's cool. Let me ask you, like, do you think blank loves you? And then they're like, I mean, yeah. Okay, do you think blank wants the best for you guys? I mean, yeah. And what do you think she'll say if this, you know, could create more freedom and stability for your family? I'm sure she'd be on board, right? And he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, though, like, yeah, I guess, yeah. And then you would go, hello? No estoy llamado. ¿Pero sabe caramel?
Al rato le hablas a Alexa cuando llego ahí, ¿ok?
Okay.
Ya me voy.
Alright.
Tengo el appointment a las 2.
Alright. Check PM. Oh my gosh, I forgot boiled eggs here. Dang, only 30 minutes, bro? I mean, 38 minutes? I thought it would have been like an hour already. Damn. I bet. But yeah. Let's keep going to the wife objection. But pretty much everything I've said is kind of like what Driven Academy teaches, essentially. But yeah, what do you think she'll say? Like, if this could create more freedom, stability for your family, like, I'm sure she'd be on board, right? And then he's like, yeah, I mean, pretty sure, yeah. And what you, like, I don't know, like, okay, so what would you do if she said no? Like, would you continue chasing your dreams for a better future for you and your wife? Or for your girl? If no, find out if you can get her on the phone and decide. Or like, didn't need to think about it. Or like, man, I just need to think about it. Like, I totally get that, but information isn't going to change, bro. Like, what's important is whether this is the right time for you to take action toward the future you want. Is there something like specific that's making you kind of hesitate? Spouse agreement. Yeah, bro, I agree. And you should talk with your wife over this. But if your wife is anything like mine, she never tells me no. You know, I love something and I never tell her no. And when she never tells me no when I love something, and I never tell her no. But yeah, let's just do this. You ready? And then he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like he's kind of about it. He's like, okay, look, bro, forgiveness. Better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. Let's go ahead and just move forward with this. Like, this is very salesy, bro. So I don't like it. But yeah, like, you already spoke. I say you already spoke. I understand. And if you and your spouse talk to me like, if you and your spouse talk like me and mine do, like, then she already knows your goals and dreams and wants you to achieve them. Now let's just get this done and make her proud. Like, spouse not available one. Does your spouse approve of your current situation and the credit card debt with it? If nothing changes except for the fact that your situation is improved, she would 100% certainly support you in improving your situation. So let's just do this. Spouse unavailable too. I understand. And so what we can do is agree to the terms and price, and starting is subject to wife's approval. Is that fair? But yeah, no, this. I guess I'll read the beginning. But yeah, that's why you don't want to do a sales call, bro. Sales closing call, you're gonna lose a lot of deals like that. You want to do it a Johnny Mao way or some shit, right? Does your word mean nothing, right? You cannot say. By the way, I've said this in multiple videos already. Like, I think like 3 at this point. But hold on, I'm gonna eat this egg. Yeah, this shit's beast. I gotta stop cussing. But yeah, no, I need to make my voice deeper too. Not deeper essentially, but like my tonality needs to be fixed up, because when people hear me, they realize it's they need to realize like it is someone younger on the other side. They're gonna realize it. I meant. Bruh. Yeah. I kind of fell on the couch a little bit, but it's all good. Alright, you guys are super bored. Let's continue. So this is everything that I wrote personally, not Driven Academy. But yeah, does your word mean nothing? Like, you cannot say something and not do it. By the way, during the script, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself, about high ticket sales. So let me tell you a little bit about you go into. I need to speak properly. Okay, edification, right? So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself in a second here. But what is your current understanding of what high ticket sales is? Tell me a little bit more about. Okay, so to tell you a little bit more about myself, I come from the lower middle class. You go in, you down yourself 2 times, and then you up yourself 1, right? Fact finding and discovery. What you're currently doing for yourself, work, private life, emotional, right? And then you go into how long? Oh, is that something you enjoy? Or why is it important? Oh, how long has it been affected you and your loved ones? Oh, what else? How's that impacted you? Why is that so important to you? What that mean to you if that were to be checked out? Oh, you're definitely someone we want to help. We want to help. What's something you're looking for within this academy so we can actually pinpoint exactly where you need most help with? And then you go into test close, right? Like there's like a lot of questions you would ask. But yeah, does your word mean nothing? You cannot say something and not do it. You cannot promise something and not do it. Make your words mean something. So your risks become your norm. So to buy that car, right? That new car you just bought, that's your new norm, right? You don't buy anything less of that. So that price budget becomes your new norm. That new apartment is your new norm. That pump you just had at the gym will become your new norm, and you will have a higher risk, higher pumps at the gym. The more hurts, the more works. So basically, what essentially that means is the simplest way I can put it down, right? To dumb it down to the people who are watching this video, if there is anyone watching this, right? So when you're at the gym, you got a nice juicy pump, you're feeling big, but that pump you just had, right, at the gym, that huge pump you just had at the gym, right? Freaking ginormous pump. That will become your regular muscle size, like in the future, and then you have bigger pumps, like bigger pumps. But yeah, that's basically what it's saying. There's a check for something. Turn my notifications on and shit. When's my package coming, bro? Oh my gosh. This thing is taking a minute. But yeah, no, like, seriously, this thing is taking a minute. Stop, platinum. Bro, I got the urge to play some Roblox right now. But I gotta lock in and grind, bro, because my future literally depends on it. And I don't like my situation, so I gotta do something about it. So, yeah. Probably gonna move out, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, me, myself, I, bro. That's what I mean. Because, yeah, I'm not trying to... Yeah, no. But we're grinding this shit out, so we're gonna continue a little bit with what I typed in the Driven Academy closer script that I personally made, by the way. Not personally, but like kind of took in what they said and then put it into a script. But yeah, so that new norm is, that new thing you just did, it's gonna become your new norm. Basically, is what it's saying, right? Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. So match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. That reality. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. Right? It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. This is by Albert Einstein. So, gym instead of working out at home, because the frequency is different, right? And also because you're tied down to it with with payments, so that makes you want to like be like, oh shit, like, well, I'm paying $40 a month for this, or like $50 a month for this, or $10 a month for this. So I gotta go to the gym because I'm not paying for nothing, right? That's like what you're thinking in your head. But also, yeah, like that's like something you gotta note. You know, like the payment, right? Because it makes you like attached to actually going to the gym now because you're putting money into it, right? So that's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting a little bit, right? The more it hurts, the more it works. Like I said, and also the frequency is different, bro. Like imagine working out at home, right? There's noise going on, right? It's shit's going on, whatever. And there's no like high energy. It's just you working out, and that's it. But when you're working out the gym, it's so much easier because their frequency is higher, right? There's people pumping, getting insane pumps. They're lifting, they're working out, they're running, they're sweating. Everyone's locked in, right? Man, that's why it's so much better at the gym than being at home working out. But yeah, this is not philosophy. This is physics, right? You cannot everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics, right? So gym instead of working out at home because the frequency is different. Taking ownership. Yeah, good question. I'll answer all of them in a second. I just want to make sure, right? Like when I ask questions in a call. It's my job to challenge your way of operating and introduce this new way of operating. Trust and believe in the product. Your rewards in this industry is an exact proportion to your contribution to the service. Casey Cox. I feel like I need to lose weight on the face. That's why. Excuse me. I need to lose weight on the face because I feel like that's like one of my biggest like weaknesses, like why I can't like articulate my words correctly. Because like, bro, I've noticed like when I try to get certain words out, you guys noticed too in this video, like, or maybe it's my brain going stupid numb, but like I kind of noticed it in my tongue. When I'm talking, right, essentially like my voice, my tongue, like it goes weird, bro. It goes numb for some reason. But yeah, so taking ownership. Yeah, good question. I'll answer all of them in a second here. I just want to make sure, right? You go, what? And so you're digging collect. Your rewards in this industry is an exact proportion to your contribution to the service. Casey Cox. That's a Casey Cox bar. So now let's get off this, script. It helped me a lot. It helped me understand like all different types of selling, right? Like whatever. But that's definitely not a way to go, bro. Let's be honest. 8 stops away. Hey, let's go. My product is 8 stops away. My mouse then. Yeah. Cause their scroll wheel on this doesn't even work no more. So yeah, that's disappointing. So now we can begin with the new script, the closing Figma from Jake Ryan's program. Pretty sure I'm not allowed to show it, even though I think I am, but like I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to show it, right? But like I'm not like gonna give you guys access to that because people pay thousands of dollars for this. So yeah, I mean I'm not gonna show it regardless though. I'm just gonna show my face. Yep. Is this better? I think this is better. I think. I don't know. Seven stops away. Nice. Let me pause the video for a bit because I don't know. take a little break. Not a little break, but like, I'm pausing it for like 2 minutes ish. Hello. So yeah, okay. So let's go track again. A B2C call would building report would take usually like 2 to 4 minutes. So this is a beginning to call when you guys are like asking the right questions instead of asking like, oh, like, what do you like about football? Like, right, you want to stay on the topic, stay on task, right? Because at the end of the day, bro, you're here to, help them out, realize that they need this more than you need their money, right? It's not about the moment you start thinking about money, bro, that's when it fucks up the call, because that's not what you need. What you need to know is about, the skills and the framework, and just having a mindset, bro, is always like getting better at closing, because that's literally what you gotta do. But yeah, no, I'm positive because package is coming. So yeah. All right, so it's a new mouse. So we're gonna connect this, and yeah, we're gonna. I'm wasting a lot of closing time, but whatever. It is what it is. Right. Yeah, this mouse is no more. This mouse sucks. It's kind of cool, but yeah, it's cooked. New mouse for new wave operating. Whew. Yo. Feeling different with this mouse. Just wanna. Oh, it's kind of slow. Ugh. Okay, I'm just like moving everything around, just kind of testing it, cause like I like it. What the fuck? Let's see if we can customize it. I'm pretty sure we can. Okay, it looks like there's a software I can download, so I'm gonna actually do that right now. I don't even know what version this is. Bro, I need my camera. Oh my gosh, I'm so blind. Six, 18, 22G. Zero zero 2639. It's not on here. I'm trying to find it right now. Hmm. Yeah, I honestly don't know which one is mine. I think I found it. M618 plus RGB. I think this is the right one, so we're gonna wait for it to download, and then we can. Oh my gosh, bro! Why am I still recording, bro? It's all good. It's all good. Let's open this up. Does it download in a mouse? Oh my gosh, hopefully it doesn't restart my recording. Okay, good. Right click is one. Oh my gosh, my laptop is bugging. This is the other one. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Record is one separate video. I'm gonna create a part 2 by the end of today. But yeah, I don't know how long I can record for. Should I just keep recording? I don't know. Alright, well, this is part 1. Bro, I gotta make a dedication to work closing every single day, bro. Come on, let's get it. I'm actually end the video now, but we're gonna listen to some call recordings while listening to Roblox. I mean, playing Roblox while listening to some call recordings. I'm just addicted, bro, honestly. I can't help it, but yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. No, all right, let's do it.